Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranj and today I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for the rest of the prelim fights and the one main card fight. I did do a video, was a couple days ago, for early prelim fights, 3 fights on that. So these are the next 4 in line. I believe they're all still going on. Let's get right into it. Let's start out at middleweight. We have Trevin Giles. He's the Houston police officer, Houston cop, that is going against Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze is part of the Georgian fighting. I don't know what you want to call it. They got all these. He's fighting out of Georgia. These guys are hot. These Georgian fighters. They're all fighting very well. Let's see. Trevin Giles has a record of 13-2. He's the underdog, even number, plus 100. Roman Dolidze, he is the slight favorite at minus 131. These odds are from BetOnline as of yesterday. My intentions were to do this last night, but then some life things got in the way and I just couldn't get it done. Sorry, my bad. But we're doing it now. Anyway, Trevin Giles, he is fighting out of the W4R Training Center. The only person I saw on Tapology that fights out of there that I recognized was Charlie Ontiveros. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but anyway, he's coming off a TKO win over Bavon Lewis. And he's taking on Roman Dolidze, who doesn't even have a gym listed in Tapology. I'm sure he's training somewhere. Most likely now he's probably somewhere in the States, but who knows? He's from Georgia via Ukraine. He's actually originally from Ukraine. He was on that regional scene, and then he's fighting out of Georgia. But like I said, no gym listed. He has a 2-inch height and reach advantage. He's fought at heavyweight, and most recently he's fought at light heavyweight. That's 205 pounds. This is a middleweight fight, 185 pounds. So consider he does have to suck a little bit of weight. I would imagine keep an eye on this, how he looks on the scales come Friday, because that's your if you want to learn anything from Gianni the Greek, what I learned from him is there's 3 models when it comes to betting fights. The pre-model, that's like before, that's your first take. As soon as I saw this fight, I'm on Dolidze. Boom. Okay. Then there's the second model. That's when you do your research throughout the week. And, that's where I'm pulling in all these capper picks or whatnot. And, how, if you want, you can get deep, watch tape, follow Twitter, follow Instagram on these fighters. That's what the full-time employed handicappers do. But I have a full-time job and I do have a social life and friends. Therefore, I don't have the time to do all that. But anyway, I guess that makes me a lackluster capper, but whatever. My stuff's free, right? FREE, right, Nor? Anyway, he's coming off a win over John Allen, split decision win. And like I said, he is cutting weight from 205 pounds. Keep an eye on the scales. We're going to start out with the favorite. Who's taking him? Okay. Taking Roman Dolidze. We've got Greedo plays. Greedo is saying Dolidze a submission round 2. Okay. All these links will be in the description, of course. Clint this week on his Die Hard MMA podcast, he had Dan Tom MMA on there. I am a fan of Dan Tom. He's a handicapper. I forgot what his thing is though. His Twitter and all that. But if you could Instagram and all that, you can just search Dan. You know what? The links in the description to the thing and his links to his Twitter and Instagram are all on there. Dan Tom MMA is he's taken Dolidze, but Clint said he's gonna wait, just like I said. Clint is waiting for the weigh-ins. He is leaning Dolidze, but Clint had this big thing too. He said, you know, this show is made Monday night. These are my first take. That's like I said, you got 3 models. This is his first model. His first take, his first leans. These are not go out, run. Some of them he'll tell you, go out and catch it while the line's good. He'll go out and tell you if it's a play to make now. But a lot of these, you gotta wait. You gotta wait it out, man. You gotta wait until you see what they look like on the scale. You don't throw all your money on somebody, and then when he gets to the scale, he's looking drained, weak, can't even stand up. But I don't know. Ryan Spann looked that way, and look what happened. Boom, knockout. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. But anyway, I still make my final picks after the weigh-ins, as does Clint. He's waiting for the scales. Therefore, he didn't. But Dan Tom MMA, he has taken Dolidze. Then we've got the boys from Parlay Punch. Both of them, Matt, Parlay P Punch. Okay, Matt said by decision. And Josh said by TKO. I'm going to have to give them their own line pretty soon. I can't fit it all. Fight night picks. That's the other duo. That's the Craig and Matt Allen. Fight night picks. Both are taking Dolidze. Craig is also saying the over. I think he said over 1.5. I'm just not going to put that. But fight night picks. Both those kids taking Roman Dolidze. And finally, E-Money. He's trying a new thing. E-Money got some blue LED lights hanging in the back of his bedroom now. He's got that going. And he's trying to do something with his hair because he doesn't like the barber shops and hairdressers in Rhode Island. He's boycotting all Rhode Island. Unreal. I don't get it, but whatever. He wore this thing. I don't know what it's called. It's like it's like a band, some sort of rubber band or something, and made his hair up and made his forehead look like a 5 head. You like that joke, Nor? It made his forehead so big it looked like a 5 head.
I don't get it.
Forehead, 5 head, your forehead, it's big, forget it. Anyway, this is a full capper consensus. Come on, Nor. Come on. For old time's sakes, come on. A full capper, you have to bring your milk too. A full capper consensus is when what?
The handicappers pick one team or one player. Bye-bye.
It's right. Full capper consensus is when all the handicappers pick one side. And in this case, all the handicappers I'm using for this show are all taking Roman Dolidze. Dolidze. The Georgian via Ukraine, the Ukrainian via Georgia. I don't know how that, whatever. So I don't like this bet at all. I'm not going to, for tapology purposes, I'm making a pick. But I don't trust it because I think this is kind of this might surprise everybody. That just Trevin Giles, don't sleep on him. He's not bad. He's good, 13-2. And I don't know. I don't like going. I'm gonna go with the undefeated Georgian. They're just because I'll tell you why. Trevin Giles. He's got he's got poor fight IQ. Who's his last fight? Bavon Lewis, TKO. But I have seen him in fights where he could have did some certain things different ways. He's, you know, this is what cappers have said. You know, he's got poor fight IQ. Like I said, I don't have time to watch tape. I have to go by what all these dudes are talking about. And these dudes, are all saying he's got poor fight IQ. But Dolidze also doesn't have the greatest fight IQ, but he is the hotter prospect here, you know, favorite too. So, yeah, I guess that would be the safe bet to take him. I'm gonna say within distance. That should bring it into a plus number anyway. But like I said, I don't feel, maybe after the weigh-ins, like Clint, maybe after the weigh-ins I'll confirm or strengthen that bet, or maybe I'll flip it to Trevin Giles. We'll discuss it again on Saturday when I do the live show, okay? But as of right now, I'm going to go Dolidze within distance, and I will place this parlay bet. I'm a man of my word. I have to do it. It's degenerate code. It's my degenerate gambler code. Moving on. Next, we've got Grant Dawson, KGD, taking on Leonardo Santos. Leonardo Santos, I'm a huge fan of Leonardo Santos. But here, I don't know. He's got his hands full with 16-1 Grant Dawson. He's a minus 200 favorite. 2-1 favorite. Santos comes in 18-3-1. He's on a run, though. I don't know how many consecutive, but thing is, they're spaced out. They're spaced out wins. They're like a year in between fights, something like that. He's the plus 170 underdog here. Okay, Grant Dawson is fighting out of Glory MMA. That's James Krause and company. That's like, you know, Jason Witt, Tim Elliott. I'm not gonna, whatever. He's Glory MMA out of Kansas City, Missouri. His last win is against Nad Narimani by unanimous decision. Leonardo Santos, his last win is a unanimous decision win against Roman Bogatov. That was, I want to say over a year ago. I didn't write it down. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. He's out of a great BJJ-based school of Nova União. Nova União has like Henan Barrio, Jose Aldo, Matheus Nicolau, who just won a tight decision last week. But anyway, Leonardo Santos also has a 3-inch reach advantage. That I found myself. Nobody mentioned it. I saw in Tapology. Yay me. Anyway, the over-under set at 2.5 rounds. I think it's going to go over that. The distance, the bookies also do the minus 180. I think it's going to go under. You're getting paid a little bit more, plus 150. Okay, let's break this one down with these capper picks. Let's see what they have to say about this. This will have to work. Good. The good one. Okay, taking Grant Dawson. We've got, oh, look at the Parlay Punch guys are split. Yay! Parlay P. Matt is saying Dawson by decision. I will add Dawson is 27 and the veteran Leonardo Santos 41. This is a lightweight contest, meaning the age is kind of more of a factor at lightweight than it would be at, you know, the heavier weights, like heavyweight, light heavyweight. But anyway, taking Leonardo Santos is obviously the other part of Parlay Punch, P Punch. That is Josh, and Josh did not say how, but he is taking the veteran Leonardo Santos. If I was to, I would assume he's going to take submission, but he didn't say it, so I'm not going to write it. Okay, then we've got both Fight Night Pick brothers, Matt and Craig Allen, taking Dawson. Then Clint and they're the same show, and Dan Tom MMA are both taking the underdog here, the black belt, Leonardo Santos. Nuva União, that's one of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu schools. You know, Nova União. How do you say it? União, I think. Anyway, then we've got E-Money. He's taking the younger Grant Dawson. He's completely fading the old people on all these fights. There's a couple oldies fighting. And finally, we've got Greedo from Greedo Plays. He is also taking Grant Dawson. And he's got Grant Dawson doing it by TKO.
Oh.
OMG. Okay, so.
Why did you say that?
Huh? I don't know. But anyway, we've got the majority of the cappers are taking Grant Dawson, the favorite, of course. He's a 2-to-1 favorite. He's bound to, and is it coming up? No? Good.
You can't show your job.
Right, I can't show my work logo. I don't mix work and this. 2 separate entities. Okay. But in this fight, all week I was leaning Santos, but I just can't. Grant Dawson, he's a hot prospect coming up, but I would like to see Santos win it. And I think he's got it in him to win it by submission, but I just can't go against the youth here. And Grant Dawson's good. He's only had 1 loss, so what's he coming off? He's coming off that win over Nad Narimani. But here I think this is like Clint explained how Grant Dawson, he's going to use his youthful energy and power. Yeah, that's good. To, control time over Santos. But I don't know, Santos is a wizard on the ground. So it's going to be a good fight. I'm still taking the younger Grant Dawson. And I hate going against being an ageist because I'm old. But I'll take the younger kid here. And I think he's going to get it done by decision. Yeah, I don't see him ending Leonardo Santos. So, moving on. Next, we got the older woman fighter. We've got Marion Reneau. Marion Reneau, she's a high school gym teacher, which a lot of you guys probably already know that. But she's 43 years old. A mom and high school gym teacher. She's taking on Macy Cheyenne, I don't know, 29 years old. Okay, Marion Reneau, 9-6-1 as a professional. She fights out of some place called Team Rhino Elite. Did not recognize anybody on there. She's coming off 3 losses in a row, but they're all against contender, like prime people. For example, most recently, Raquel Pennington, okay? Before that, Yana Kunitskaya. You guys all know I'm high on her ever since she beat Ketlin Vieira. Right, Dave? And then, before that, Kat Zingano. Those are all known names throughout the female UFC mixed martial arts world. So the Belizean, she's the underdog here at plus 176. Okay. Macy Chazon, I don't know. But Macy Chazon, she's got a 5-inch height and 4-inch reach advantage. Oh yeah, she's coming off a win, unanimous decision win against Shayna Young. She's fighting out of Fortis MMA. That's with Cheyenne Buys also, and Jinyu Frey also fights out of Fortis. Fortis MMA, great training facility, great gym. Okay, let's see who we got here. We'll start with the favorite. That's how I like to go in case it is a full cap or consensus, you know. So that's my new thing. I always start with the favorite. Okay, taking the favorite. Dan Tom is actually going to pass on this one because he's not. Don't count the old woman Marion Reneau out. Clint, however, is thinking this is Macy Chiasson's fight to lose. It's kind of a setup, just giving her a softball. He thinks Marion Reneau is probably, 3 losses in a row. This is probably her farewell. See you later. Bye, UFC fight. She is 43. Maybe it's time to just stick with teaching gym class. Not in a rude way. Just got to know when it's time to hang it up. Chiasson, 29. She's prime, in the prime. Okay, then we've got fight night picks. Both of them are taking Macy Chazon both by decision. They agreed on that method for you. Thankful they must have heard me. They must have watched the show and said, "Oh, Ranj likes to make us give methods, so let's tell them by decision." And then we've got E-Money. He's saying first round TKO ground and pound. That's specific. I love it. I love it, E. Good job, E-Money. First round TKO for Chazon. Ground and pound, he said. Good on you. Then we've got Greedo Plays. Also taking Macy Chiasson. Does she have a nickname? Nothing written. Greedo, he did not say. I'm most likely decision, but he's also taking Chiasson. And finally, to cap it all off, we've got the Parlay Punch guys, and both of them are taking Marion Reneau. That's right. So I get to write it real big. Parlay Punch. The Parlay Punch.
Like fruit punch.
Like Parlay Punch. Matt is saying by decision, and Josh did not say. But they're both taking Marion Reneau. Good luck, guys. Good luck with that pick. I don't see it happening, though. It's not a full cap or consensus because my buddies Matt and Josh from the Parlay Punch. They both are taking.
Like fruit punch.
Huh?
Like fruit punch.
No, they drink beer and liquor.
Yeah.
I know. And chocolate milk. Yeah. Josh did drink Highland chocolate milk on one of his episodes, and that was the drink. Yeah.
Drink of the episode.
What?
Drink of the episode.
Do I have the episode? What?
Drink of the episode.
It was his drink of the episode. But the other guy was drinking Modelo. That's a Mexican beer. Ew. Anyway, I'm also taking Macy Chazon. I'm fading the age.
Daddy,
You know? Maybe when Marion Reneau was 29, she might have been able to handle it.
She's gold.
I see that. But yeah, I think Clint's right. This is softball. I don't see how Marion Reneau can beat Chazon. Chazon is out. Every category she beats her in every category. Clinch game, grappling, wrestling, the whole Trudesno. I last night Vlad had Trudesno. That's another reason why I was gonna do this last night, but then I saw that and I was like, man, it usually happens on Monday at 3, and last night was Tuesday at 6:30 or something. So I took part. Anyway, I think she's gonna win, and I think she's gonna do it within distance too. I will say another within distance pick. If that doesn't prop it up, I will guess the round. We'll say round 2, and that definitely second round. Oh, if you guess the round, that always props it to a positive number. Okay, second. Within distance. And like I said, I'd like to just play it within distance. And she's a solid parlay piece throughout any parlays. Solid parlay piece. Same with this one, Grant Dawson. I mean, I like Leonardo Santos, but another solid parlay piece. Finally, the introduction, prelim fight. What's it called? What would you call it? The intro fight to the main card. The first fight of the main card. We've got Cheyenne Buys, the Warrior Princess, taking on Montserrat Ruiz. Conejo is her thing. I think does that mean witch or something? Conejo. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. Anyway, no, one of the cappers said what it meant. I can't remember for the life of me though. Cheyenne Buys comes into this 5-1. She is the wife of JP Buys, who was also fighting on the card. The other night I did a show and I couldn't remember the other. I remember Mark Delarosa, so I couldn't remember Montana's name for the life of me. I kept saying Carolina. I knew it was a state. So I was like, Carolina? De La Rosa? Okay, don't interrupt. Okay. Cheyenne Buys also fights out of, like I said, Fortis MMA with Macy and Jinyu Frey, so there's plenty of people to work with. Montserrat Ruiz, she fights out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, that's Eddie Bravo's gym, and then also King's MMA. Listen to the women she has available to train with over at King's MMA. Sabina Mazo, Gabby Garcia, and Ariana Lipsky, all train at King's MMA. So she's not lacking for training partners either over there. Like I said, I didn't say, but Cheyenne Buys, she's dedicated. She dropped out of high school to fight. Quit high school to chase her dreams as being a professional MMA fighter. So that takes balls, that takes a lot of courage to do that. That's a big move. Maybe she wasn't good at school either, but I don't know. Who knows? Her last fight was a win over Hillary Rose. It was a decision win, and yeah, Montserrat Ruiz. She's like a smaller strawweight. She's kind of like a walk around weight. I want to say is like 112. So strawweight is 115 pounds. Buys, she's like 115, right there. Yeah, I would assume she's definitely got a 2 inches on height and reach. I do believe. I didn't write that down, but Montserrat Ruiz is coming off a submission win over Janessa Morandin, key lock from scarf hold. What that is like you got kind of like the head and arm, kind of the arm, and the arm is up like this, and they twerk you close your leg, you like kind of leg lock over the arm when it's in this position as you have the head, and you lift your hips and it tweaks the arm out like this, and that's when they make the tap. It's like it's a great submission. I've never successfully did it in a match, just practice. Man, I got to get back in a BJJ. I miss it so much. I got to. Thursday nights at least. How's that sound, Nora? Can I go back to jiu-jitsu school? Would you miss me? Jiu-jitsu, wrestling.
Are you gonna
Correct.
sleep there?
No, I'm just going on Thursday nights.
Okay, alright.
You'll allow it?
Yeah.
The princess says she'll allow it, so maybe I'll get back into it. Boo! Anyway, as I was saying, she got a submission key lock from scarf hold. It's kind of impressive. It is. I like it. So the over/under is set at 2.5. The bookies all think it's gonna go to decision. They got it at -260 for the over. The under, 2-to-1 odds, +200 if you get the under. Okay. Starting with the favorite, -355 favorite. 3.5-to-1 odds favorite. That means you have to throw up $355 to win 100. Ruiz, +280 underdog. You put up $100, you win 280. That's how that works, guys. And if you're concerned about like hundreds, just drop the last zero. You put up $10 to win 28. Here, you put up $35.50 to win $10. Oh yeah, that's how that's why you have to, if you're taking Cheyenne Buys, you have to prop bet it or put it in a parlay. You can't just straight, well you can, but that's risk, man. That is a risky play, picking a favorite, especially women's. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to this. Taking the favorite, we got both Clint and Dan Tom. Both taking Cheyenne Buys. You know, first model, Clint could change. Just wants to put that out there, let y'all know. E-Money also taking Cheyenne Buys. Then we've got Greedo Plays. Greedo taking Cheyenne Buys. Then, am I missing somebody? E-Money, Greedo. Fight Night Picks. Man, I didn't get their pick. Well, I don't tell you guys, I didn't get Fight Night Picks pick. Matt and Craig. I don't know why. I think I watched it. I just, you know what? I was driving when I watched it. Yeah, they're both the Fight Night Pick brothers take Cheyenne Buys for this victory win. They're definitely, they were fading Ruiz. They were throwing shade, saying she's too small. Yeah, definitely. They're taking the Warrior Princess to beat Conejo.
I'm a princess.
I know you are, Princess. And finally, we got the Parlay Punch, but the Parlay Punch is split. Only Josh is taking Buys by decision. And Matt's more of a contrarian, I've noticed. He's the one that goes against the grain. We've got Matt messing up the whole Kappa consensus by taking Montserrat Ruiz. The Parlay Punch Matt. Oh, he said by submission too. See, Matt likes that key lock from Scarf Hold too. He likes that. So there you have that. This one, the reason I want to pick Cheyenne Buys because her husband, and you know, I like the whole idea of both the power couple, both people winning. One, it was the Mark and Montana De La Rosa. Mark lost and Montana won that night. They both fought. So it'd be a first if, you know, I think it would be a first if they both win. But I don't like that plus, that -355. And Ruiz, the thing is, is this her, I think this might be Ruiz's UFC debut. I don't know. But I like that she's out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. That's Eddie Bravo's. She probably learned that key lock from Eddie Bravo. And like I said, she's got some good training fight mates at King's MMA also. So I'm going to take the underdog here, just go out on, you know, just to take a chance. No, I can't. I can't, though. I think Cheyenne Buys is going to win, but I just don't like the value. So, all right, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on Ruiz, but I think Buys is going to win. I think it's going to happen because her man's fighting too. It's going to go to the judges' cards, say by decision. But I will sprinkle a little bit on Ruiz to win by submission because her jiu-jitsu is beast. Key lock from scarf hold. Okay. To recap. Time check. I don't know. I put my Fitbit on my ankle today because I was down minus some steps. So time check is 6. Okay, we're good. So to recap, I've got Roman Dolidze. I'm not betting this except for this parlay here. I got him winning within distance, but I don't feel confident enough. And wait for the weigh-ins. He's dropping a lot of weight for this fight, and he's only got like 2 weeks time to drop. What's it? 20 pounds? 20? Yeah, from 205 to 185. And then we've got I've got Grant Dawson. I'm fading the age of Leonardo Santos. Another tough pick for me though, but I think Grant Dawson's he's fire.
Why is there so
doing
much
so
people?
good. Because that's how it worked out. I didn't want to do a show with just one. And then I've got the younger Macy Chiasson. You can erase this. I'm done. Well, hold on. Wait until I say gather the info. Macy Chiasson to beat the aged Marion Reneau. I think Marion Reneau is on her way out. I got to get within distance. If it's still not a plus money pick, I will make it second round. What?
Can I erase the X?
I'm almost done, Nora. You can erase the whole thing. Just wait. And finally, I'm reluctantly taking Cheyenne Buys. She's the favorite. Imagine by decision. She'd probably get it done, but I'm not. I'm betting. That's my pick for Tapology. Cheyenne Buys, decision. But when it comes to betting, I'm putting a little bit of money on Ruiz at plus 280. And I might even prop it up to a plus whatever, plus 500, I don't know. But if I get it by submission. So anyway, gather the info.
Press the button and cash the tickets.
Gather the info, place those bets and cash the tickets. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to leave me a like, fill the comments up. Hit the bell. I got the rest of the main card fights coming tomorrow. I'm already researching it so far with a whole new flock of handicappers. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. And of course, I'm going to do the main events Friday, or maybe I'll do them tomorrow night if I do the main card tomorrow morning. Okay? So thanks for watching. Good luck on these bets, and I'll see you next episode.
You work there.
Riff Raff.
You work at Riff Raff. Bye.
Bye.